Hey guys, what's up? I don't really know how to start this. I'm gonna just figure it out. So one of the things that always just shocks me sometimes is when people will send me DMs and be like, oh my gosh, your skin is perfect. Like, how do you have such glowy, perfect skin? And it just makes me not even laugh, but I want to be like, oh gosh, I'm not trying to present that at all, because to be honest, I've had such a journey with my skin, and I think what has made it so difficult is it seems like everybody around you has beautiful, perfect skin, and I don't want to be the person that makes anybody else feel that way. And so, and not just feel that way, but present a false reality of I get zits. And I've definitely gone on a journey with that. And there have been times where it's been all I can think about. And then there are those days that were when I look at my skin, I'm like, oh my gosh, my skin's clear. And it's so exciting. But it is not something that It is not something that's been easy. And it's definitely been a journey and still is. I get asked about it so often that I thought, I don't know, I just felt like it would be really helpful maybe for you guys to really hear a true story with somebody and the real of it all, and maybe not feel as alone or feel like there's no hope, because I've definitely been there. I found out what acne was real hard. So I can remember this, it's the weirdest thing, but I had won Miss Alabama USA. I guess that was November 2017. I have pictures from that time. Obviously, I think I had one little bump, just normal. And 2 days later, I woke up and I took a picture of my skin, and I was like, my face, what is going on with it? So this is what I'm dealing with. It is a week after Miss USA. And this is basically what it was like the entire week I was there. And I can remember calling some of the sponsors and the people of the pageant, and they were like, oh, it must have been the makeup that used on you. So I'm like, okay, I guess it was the makeup. And it progressively, it never got better. If this bump doesn't go away soon, I'm gonna freak out. I've been dealing with adult acne lately. It's awesome. Said no one. And I'm going to Miss USA. It's all about beauty and looking good. And I'm like, I was Miss Alabama USA, and now my skin is going crazy. So I was so fortunate at that time to have people who supported the Miss Universe organization that was helping me prepare for the pageant. And so I was able to get into doctors to look at my skin, to give me every treatment under the sun. I did everything during this time because that was number one, getting my skin under control. So this is what I look like before I go to bed. Top model. No, but seriously, I just kind of wanted to show what I'm currently going through right now. So I have a real serious case of adult acne going on. It affects everyone, even when you're Miss Alabama USA. I had facials, I had peels, I had laser treatment, I sat under infrared lights all the time. I mean, this was a weekly thing that I did. Had people that helped me, but thousands of dollars on my skin. And nothing was helping it. And it was so bad. Not only did it hurt, but it also affected my mental health so bad. I was so depressed and always thought people were looking at me and couldn't focus on what I was saying. I don't know how I put on makeup the way that I used to, but I just always had to wear makeup no matter where I went, or I felt like I needed to. And that's not the truth. Sometimes I just didn't wear makeup, but I felt really bad. I wouldn't go places. I would not go and see friends. I would not go out to eat. I wouldn't do anything. And when I had to do something for Miss Alabama USA, I would cry getting ready because I couldn't cover it up. And, you know, you're supposed to be this symbol of beauty. And like, I felt so ugly. And I remember being on the way to compete. And I was just like, Mom, like, what am I going to do? And she was like, you're going to put on your makeup and you cannot let it affect you. Don't say anything about it. Just do it. And I tried so hard, y'all. Like, I tried, but once I got there and maybe the stress, like, it got even worse. I'm supposed to feel the most beautiful. I've been preparing for months, almost a year for this, to be on Miss U. What? I haven't just been preparing for months or a year. I've been preparing my whole life for this. And I can't control my skin. And everybody there is, you know, abnormally gorgeous. And I could not shake it. And then my skin got worse. And we would have to like take off makeup and put on makeup. And I was terrified when I had to take off my makeup because it wasn't, I'm sure there's pictures we'll show, like, it wasn't just like a little acne. It like hurt to look at. You know, when people have acne, when you're like, oh, that's how my face was. And it's a beauty pageant. And like, I wasn't dumb. Like, I didn't have a shot. Because you are a face of an organization of all different, like, this is like a modeling type pageant too. And like, I couldn't do anything with my skin the way it was. So it really got to me. And I don't think I was on my A game, it's really unfortunate. Like, everything has worked out the way it was supposed to. But the battle of it all was really terrible at that point. And I was really down and really depressed because I felt like my shot of the thing that I wanted, like the acne, I let it take it away from me. So I got back home and like I said, we've tried everything, every treatment, every medicine, and except for Accutane. And I'd heard so many stories about it. And I was ready at the point that I wanted to be on it before, but we were scared it was going to make it worse before it got better. And it's like, I can't have it get any worse right now. But at that point, after the competition, I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is terrible. I want it away. So I started the process of Accutane. And I will say, like, I am in no way, like, endorsing going on a powerful drug like that. And I think it definitely, you have to really monitor that. And it should not be a first, second, third, fourth, fifth option. Anyway, we finally decided, like, we're gonna do it. This is my day 1 / before I start Accutane. This is how my face is. It's pretty bad. It's been a real struggle. And so I'm really excited, nervous. During this time, I got randomly nominated to be on The Bachelor. And y'all, this is like so sad, but all I could think about was my skin. I remember in one of the interviews, I was like, just to let y'all know, I have acne. And so I don't know if y'all want me. And I said that. And because I see everybody on TV and nobody has acne on TV. I can remember watching One Tree Hill that summer and noticing that Nate had some acne. And I was like, wow, that's the first time I've seen like anybody like have breakouts really on TV. And so I was just like, I was like, I know I have acne. Like, it's okay if you don't want me. I was on Accutane. I ended up obviously going on the show, and I can remember my face hurt so bad. Okay, day 2 on Accutane. I feel like it looks the same, maybe more red. Could be pulling out some stuff. Not really sure. Have on some tinted lip stuff and mascara. It's a little different than yesterday's post, but other than that, the same. I think like right here, it's pulling out a lot of the white. So I'm interested to see what that will look like. Excited to see what will happen. A little nervous too. I don't want it to be bad. That there were moments, like I had terrible acne on the show, but I didn't wear makeup sometimes because I'm like, I cannot do this. Like my skin needs to breathe. And people would be like, you're going downstairs like that? And I'd be like, yeah, I am. But I'm like, at least I got a personality. So I bring something to the table. But I was really insecure the whole time. I did not feel beautiful at all. And I can remember like watching the show back and like seeing like clips of my face and me being like, ugh. And they would talk about it, like about how my acne, and I would get like messages about it, and some are really kind, but it sucks. Like the fear that you have is people noticing it, and then to realize like how many people notice it. And you're like, by the end of the year 2018, my skin had really cleared up for the first time. And it wasn't clear on The Bachelor at all. But when I got back home, it started to finally like work. My skin cleared up and it was good. Skin but like, almost looks like that filter. Not there yet, but almost. But like that first night, like I know I talked about having like the Marcus, like I named my pimple the first night of Bachelorette, but my face had finally gotten clear and I felt so good and so confident. And then to have that one bump come up the big, like my night, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You've actually got to be kidding me. So it's funny that it's become like a part of the journey for me, but it also like that really bothered, even that night, like that really bothered me. I mean, I named my zit Marcus and called another guy Marcus, talking to him because obviously all I had on my mind was Marcus, my zit. I guess there was like times on the show when I would like let it show. I didn't realize like how impactful that was until I kind of started thinking back of like watching One Tree Hill and seeing Nate and feeling like, oh, okay, like he is a guy, like he has acne, but like I think there was something powerful, even though I looked like my mom would be like, Hannah, why were you the only girl down there in your pajamas and no makeup on? I'm like, Mom, I was tired. But also I think there was something like I'm so glad that I did that, because even though it did hurt a little bit to know people noticed it, I think there was probably some girls just like me watching and being like, oh my gosh, well, if she could be on The Bachelor, if she could be the Bachelorette and she has acne, then like, why am I letting this stop me? So in a way it was good, but to pretend like it didn't affect me, like that is the farthest from the truth. Like even now, like it's kind of gone away, but I had this one zit for like 3 weeks and it's so frustrating. I'd be like, hey, hi, I'm Hannah. What's your name? Like, it's just so frustrating. And I have been so blessed to be able to have opportunities and have people look at my skin and have the best products, but like it's still a daily battle for me. And I think the things that have worked the best for me is, first of all, like having a dermatologist. I think sometimes when you go to like beauty stores, they can sell you on so much stuff that your skin does not need, and everybody's skin's different. And so going to a dermatologist to really see like how my skin's made up, what's going on, I think is really great. But then also I think I've just had to realize that like the bumps on my skin do not define me. Like I'm still me. I'm still Hannah, whether I have a huge cyst on my cheek or one in the middle of my eyebrows. Like, and if somebody is gonna think less of me because of that, then they're not somebody that I want a part of my life anyway. To be honest, like I notice my bumps more than anybody else does. So my skin is still a process and a journey for me, and I just want to continue to be like super honest and candid about like Yeah, I got a big gnarly zit and it hurts, but I'm still me. And to know that you're not alone with the big gnarly zit on your cheek, because I got them too. So hopefully you can relate. We can go on skin journeys together. If you have any questions or want me to talk about anything more specifically, you know what to do. Comment below. Give your girl a like, and subscribe. Y'all are great. You're beautiful, even with your bumps. And talk to you soon. Bye.